If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today, the player moments, Joshua Kimmich. He is a CDM. It's not a shapeshifter, so I'm not going to criticise EA for shapeshifting him into his natural position, because he was a right back, but lately he's just been CDM, and Pavard has been playing as the right back for Bayern. But still, looks like a good card. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, high work rate, so box to box. If we go into the attribute details, as you can see, I've already applied my chem style here. However, there is a little discussion to be had about chem styles and which one to use on Kimmich, because it does depend on how you're going to use the card. I might be using this as you won't be, right? So, decent acceleration. The sprint speed is 10 off. I hate those gaps between the acceleration and the sprint speed. But, you know, as a CDM, you can kind of get away with it. I think it won't be too bad. Long shots and shot power, very good for a CDM in particular. Short passing and vision, very good as well. That may need to be boosted depending on where you want to play him. Of course, the powerhouse will boost that. So you get 99 short passing and 98 vision. You also get 99 long passing as well, which is very good. However, as I say, if you want to use him as a CDM as opposed to a CM or something, then different chem styles may need to be applied. In terms of the dribbling, high 80s to low 90s across the board is fantastic, and the defensive stats are good, but they kind of needed a little boost. In terms of the physical, this is where the only real negative of the card comes in for me. It's the strength. 69 strength is not great. Unfortunately, you can only boost that by 5 regardless of what you use, I think. I don't know if there's another chem style that boosts that strength up by 10. I think it's all 5, isn't it? No, Sentinel boosts it by 10. So if you really want to get a big strength boost, put a Sentinel on him. But apart from that, everything else only gives him like a +5 max. Oh no, Architect gives him 10, but that's kind of irrelevant. No one's going to want to put an Architect on him because you want to improve that. You want to improve that defending, I would have thought. Either way, if you want to use him as a CDM, in my opinion, you'd put a backbone on him. Maybe at a push, you would put the you'd put a Sentinel on him, but I think you'd probably use a backbone. You improve the passing slightly, you get +5 on the strength, and then you improve the defensive stats with a backbone. So as a CDM, I think that might be the play. But to be honest, Powerhouse, I don't think you can go far wrong with it, and I'm going to use him as a box-to-box central midfield player in. And if I can just click back onto my game so I can actually use my controller, there we go. I'm going to use him in that team. So Mbabu, the lone shapeshifter, is actually going to be my CDM. And then Kimmich, along with Hadji, will be box-to-box midfielders. Hadji will probably play a little bit further forward, but Kimmich is going to try and pick up the slack there. I just feel like he's better suited to that role because he's able to pass. He has great dribbling and reactions and ball control and all the rest of it. He can defend, and of course, he can shoot from distance. So in my opinion, he is much better suited to being that box-to-box than he is to being that CDM. I just feel like it would be wasting half the card if I just played him as a CDM. But without any further ado, let's get into the game and find out just how good he is. Chasing down the defender here, Joshua Kimmich. And he gets the ball, and he's given. Oh, come on now. How is that a foul? I wasn't pressing any buttons to get the ball back. I was literally running alongside him and trying to just use what strength he has to get the ball back. And the game has literally said, no, that's a foul. I don't believe that myself, but he's got a free kick here. I think he might go for goal with Gareth Bale. Here's Kimmich on the ball. Don't really know what to do with it, to be honest. Held it up well enough, I just didn't know where to go. There wasn't really enough option. Great tackle from Kimmich. Can he play that forward? He can. He might get it back from Xherdan Shaqiri. Terrible touch into the penalty area, and he goes down under a challenge from Longley. But he's got very neat ball control. He just stops it, gets in there, makes a challenge. Can he play it forward? Yes, he can. Here's Ivan Perisic. Plays it forward to Hazard, Shaqiri, Kimmich with the overlapping run. Ball through, would have been a good one actually, but he didn't quite get it through the gap. Comes across and wins that ball back with ease. Then drills it forward to Eden Hazard. Up to Shaqiri, back in toward Eden Hazard, and what a save that is from Ter Stegen. Nesta has won the ball back twice. Very nearly didn't get it. Here's Kimmich. Ball out toward Hazard. Can he poke it through? He can. Into the middle. Kimmich. I was going to say Shaqiri, but it's Kimmich that I'm talking about. Here's Correa. Good ball through to Eden Hazard. Across the keeper he goes. Great save from Ter Stegen again. Ball through from Kira to Kimmich. Ball over the top to Max is absolutely superb. He lifts it over to Shaqiri, who gets it into the penalty area, and that should have been a goal that was stopping it. Hadji kind of wins it back again. There he goes, Hadji, back in toward Kimmich. Ball through. It was poor. Defending from the front once more. Gets it back. He goes down under the challenge, and Kimmich has just won us a penalty. I think it's going to be Jimenez at fault. And it was a little bit sloppy, but we've managed to win ourselves a penalty. A yellow card for the defender. It is indeed Jimenez. I'm not necessarily going to take it with Kimmich if his penalties are bad. He has 51 penalties. Yeah, I'll let Hadji take care of that, I think. There he goes. Into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Ball out for Mbabu to chase. Kimmich gets it. I'm just waiting for Shaqiri. Well, he got there, but not where I wanted to pass it to him. Max is going to have to cut back on this. He's not done very well, but he has managed to get away with it. Ball played forward. Eden Hazard, can he finally get on the score sheet? Yes, he can. Here is Kimmich. Ball into Hadji, whose turn of direction fooled the defender. Hazard, Shaqiri, and that's game, set, match for the third time. It should have been done and dusted by now, but now hopefully it will be. Here's Hadji. Ball comes into Joshua Kimmich. Ball out to Max. Back into Kimmich. Through little 1-2 with Shaqiri. Waiting. That is a brilliant bit of football. No way is Joshua Kimmich going to get on the score sheet. 3 times in this game I've gone for goal and the defender has recovered in time. Really irritating. I was going to shoot a little bit sooner and I would have got the shot off, but I just didn't feel confident that it would have gone in. It's a great run from Kimmich, and he's back there defending because that's stamina, and of course the work rates as well. It's a brilliant performance so far from. I say so far, it's basically over, but it has been a great performance from Joshua Kimmich. Many of the other players in that team, Max at left back in particular, was very good, but Kimmich has put in a very good performance there. Those clips were just one example, really, or one long example, I should say, of what this Joshua Kimmich card is all about. I mean, if you want to see more of it, feel free to pop along to the Road to Glory. We'll be playing with that for the next few days at least, I would have thought. And to be honest, this card, I would say, is definitely going to be good enough to the back end of Team of the Season, and then we'll see what they do for the Euros and such with regards to special items. But it's a very good card. If you can get it for around 180, 200k, then I mean that's what it's currently coming in at. But I mean, if you can get it for 200,000 coins, I definitely think it's worth it. If you've got some items in the club as well and he fits your team, it's definitely something you'll want to pick up. A very good card that can defend. You can go forward and play great passes. In front of goal is probably where he really does lack. I mean, it's not necessarily a card I would be saying, look, convert him to a striker and you'll have the best time of your. No, of course not. He's not a striker. And his strength, I wouldn't say his strength is even a problem, to be fair. I mean, feel free to boost it if you really want to, but I didn't have a problem with it. I think the main thing for me was that he was pretty good at getting forward. Not that I wanted him to, but he's got a high attacking work rate and he didn't have any instructions on him, so he was obviously going to get forward. And in front of goal, he had a few opportunities just in that game alone, and he just didn't have the. Well, not even the composure. He just couldn't get his shot off in time, and even if he did get his shot off, I don't think he'd be good enough. He didn't score for me in the entire time I've used him so far. So, yeah, read into that what you will. But all in all, I think this is a very good CDM box-to-box midfielder, or indeed, if you want to play him at right back, feel free to do that. Absolutely great card, and I'm a huge fan. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
This is Football Index, the football stock market. Welcome to Football Index. We know you're going to love it.